Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
Do you know that was like a whistle. Yeah. Ghost dimension.
Well, welcome. I hope everybody survived the Halloween weekend. I know we had great weather here in Michigan. Yeah, and today is actually All Saints Day, and tomorrow is all about celebrating our family and people that we have lost to the Spiritlands. So yeah, that's a great day too. And yeah, so I'm here today, and I'm a little kind of wonky all day, so I don't know what's going to happen. I did smudge prior. Mulan is actually sitting on behind me on the bed, and Phoenix is on top of his cage, and Mango has been pretty active all day, and Pip is still trying to lay some not fertilized eggs, so she's sitting on them, so she's kind of quiet. I'm going to shuffle up, and then I'll go through here on the list a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of discombobulated. I hope everybody got a chance to see some of my work that I put up over the weekend. Some of the pottery I have been doing, a few of them have already sold, but I just want you to see what I'm doing through Spirit. Also working on the Spirit Walkers, and they're kind of whacking me out because they take a lot of energy because they're actually have spirit kind of put into them. I can't explain it. But so it's been kind of a little bit of an awkward, off balance day for me today. So I'm going to hope and pray that things come here really clearly. All right. And I hope your weather is as bright and shiny as mine is here as I'm sitting in the front of the house here with all the sun, the beautiful sunshine just coming through. All right, I see Dan is here, and I see Kelly Tyler and Raquel. How are you today? And let's see who else. Carol, I see you too. Well, welcome. And Sarah, how are you? And I see a lot of people here. Carol, I don't even know if I've ever read for you, my dear. All right, well, I am going to go up to the top, and then I'm going to kind of let it choose itself where it goes. So I see Dan is telling everybody hello, hello. And yeah, I will absolutely give you a reading. I've been having quite a few private reads lately, and they've been kind of astounding, actually. They've kind of blown me away. And, you know, I got to laugh because people always say, well, you do this. I mean, this is what you do. And it's like, yeah, but sometimes when stuff comes through and it's so strong, especially with the mediumship, it is kind of mind-blowing. It's like, wow, have I been chosen to do this? It's just crazy. And as I've said to many people, you know, if you need me, you know, inbox me, and I'll be happy to sit for you, kind of like I do here, just for something short. And I've had a few of those people come through too. And actually, after I do Dan's reading, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that was brought up today. All right, here we go. Dan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today, and Mulan's piping in behind me, is the raccoon. Okay, your card is the raccoon. Oh, and here we go again with, hang on a minute, I can't even see myself. Raccoon. Okay, the raccoon. Okay, so this is talking about for this week. I'm being told really loud. You need to kind of stand in the background of whatever. It's kind of a situation that's going to be happening. I don't feel it's family related. I kind of feel like it's more either socially or work related, but I see you stepping back, and this is what they want you to do. They want you to kind of watch, like this raccoon is doing, and they're kind of sneaky too. This raccoon is doing, it's kind of stepping to the back, making itself aware of what's going on, but not really interfering with it, okay? Because you really don't need it. You don't need to have the energy on you. You don't have to kind of put your energy in. You don't have to put your 2 cents in, whatever. It really has nothing to do with you. So it's kind of like the way I look at you and the way Spirit's presenting you right now is you're a kind of guy that would jump in right away to help other people or help a situation. This is a situation you shouldn't get involved with. And this is really loud. So it's something that's happening around you. And just kind of leave it to the curb and step back. You can see it from afar, and you'll know that what's coming through is kind of like, wow. And that's going to be your automatic responses. You can step in and kind of add better energy to it. But they're saying don't waste that energy right now. Just step back and take care of you and the things that are already on your plate. And by that means, you know, things that you're working on or things that you're doing or the people that you have in your sacred circle. So that's your card for the week. Just kind of step back. And I think what it is we're going to kind of get drawn into a lot of negatives. And I don't know how it is where you are right now, but right now we're walking into on the 8th of this month, we're having a big general election, and much like what's been going on over in the UK, there's a lot of really pissed off people, all sides, and people are feeling very self-entitled here in the US right now. So it's a very difficult time. So I don't know what's going on over by you, but that's kind of what they're saying. Stay out of whatever it is that's going on around you. Just stay neutral and things will be fine. Okay, so that is your card for this week and into a little bit of next week as well, Dan. Okay, so thanks for popping on today. I appreciate it as always. As always, let's see. Okay, I will, Raquel. Before I get into your card read, though, I do want to talk about something because this was something that happened and somebody inboxed me about this. And I just kind of want you guys to listen just for a second, okay? And this is the way it used to be when we were on radio. Lizzie and Lizzie Starr and Robert Sharp, who is a good friend of mine, and Cindy Plume, who's also a very good friend of mine. We'd be on radio, and people would call in, and they'd ask specific questions to be read, and we would read for them. Okay, but the questions and the way that I do reads is very different from that. I give you information and knowledge and what they're sharing with me from the Spiritlands to be able to allow you to make the choice that you want to make in a better manner, okay? And so when somebody gets hold of me and says, gee, when will I get a new job? Or gee, will my ex and I get back together? Or when will I meet my soulmate? Okay. And it all goes back to us, okay? Us and what we have, the respect almost that we have for ourselves, right? And at one point or another through our lives, there's been things that happen where people will walk away from us, or you will have a breakup or whatever, or you'll change jobs. And yes, Mulan's going a little batty around. She's chasing, I don't know what she's chasing, maybe a spider. But anyhow, it all goes back to us. Now we have to be able to look at ourselves and accept that we are not perfect any more than anybody else. And the expectations that we put on others, just because there are expectations, doesn't mean that it's theirs. And also, especially in relationships with people, if people walk away or people leave, and I've been in this position, we're off a lot of times, we're just kind of devastated, like, how could they do that? What did I do wrong? And you have to kind of go to the inward and say, you know what, it's okay, I learned from this and I deserve better than this. And this is the cycle that relationship goes through, and it's okay because I learned things from it and I'm moving forward. But then you look at it and you say, you know what? I don't want to go back to that. I deserve better, because you look in yourself and you say, I love this person that's here. I'm growing, I'm moving, I'm doing new things. So it's not always about, hey, can you look in the crystal ball and tell me when? It's like, I would more than likely say, well, why would you go back to something that obviously left, right? So that's kind of just a thing that I want people to kind of think of when they're in their life, like, why can't I get this job, or why is this person, or why isn't it? There's all kinds of things, but it starts at home, and it starts home for caring for ourselves. I've been there. I know what it's like. It sucks. I've been dumped. I've had people walk away from me in my lifetime. Cripe, I'm 61. I know a lot of people do. And it's like, it's okay. And we have to learn to grieve that process and let it go, and then bring in something more positive for ourselves. Okay. All right. Oh, I did the wrong one, because you know why? It moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, 72 cards. You just saw me shuffle them. And Raquel, you also have the raccoon. Okay, so the raccoon is there for you as well. Okay, so the raccoon for you is a little bit different. And what's coming through for you is like more of the sneak attack. And when I say the sneak attack, raccoons are they're very sneaky. They watch for their opportunity to jump in. And this is kind of what I'm seeing for you right now. It's like you're waiting for this opportunity for to show itself, so that you know what that time is to jump in to it. It's something that you want to be involved with, or someone that you want around, a friend or a group. But this is more of just than one person. It's kind of like a setting. And again, it's like waiting for that opportunity. So you're kind of like being really slick, and you're kind of watching from behind and getting ready to make your move. Okay. And what I'm being told is this is a really good position for you to be in right now, because you really do need to watch and be aware and have the big picture, not just what you want, but the big picture. Because sometimes we think we want to get involved with something, and we do, and it's not actually what we thought it would be. So this is what I'm being told for you. Stand back, kind of watch the situation, and make sure, not wait for, but make sure this is what you want to engage in. Very, 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 very telling when they say you need to make sure, you need to be careful and make sure this is exactly what you're looking to get yourself involved in. Okay, so that's your card, Raquel, and thanks for popping on today. I appreciate it. And oh, by the way, guys, if you're in the UK, you might say, why is she on so early? But it's because we had a time fallback change over the weekend for the people in the UK. But here, ours isn't until this upcoming week. So when ours happens this upcoming Saturday, it'll be the same thing as it always has been, that 5-hour difference. All right, so thanks, Raquel, for popping on, and I hope that that resonates a little bit or gives you some idea of what's going on. All right, let's see, Carol. Oh, and I see Margaret's here, and I see James is here, and Chicago's here. Oh, yeah, I can give you one. I am well. I am very well, Margaret. Just been kind of a slow day. Sure, Carol, I'd love to give you a card. Hang on one second here. Let me shuffle them up, okay? Let me shuffle them up. Oh, and I was so excited last week, and I had to wait to tell you because I had to take care of it and put all those bowls up that I did. And I actually am working on 3 more. And my spirit walkers are going to be out pretty soon too. I was hoping it'd be by this end of this week, but I don't know because it's taking a lot of energy for me to do it. So we'll see. And I'm just almost completed the update on my deck that I use here. And that will be available hopefully by next week, I think. I just got to do a couple little tweaks here and there, and then that'll be ready. And I've already talked to the publishers, and my Divine Oracle deck with the angel paintings will be available after the first of the year. So I'm very excited about that. And I'll keep you up when it goes on, okay? All right, Miss Carol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you got my birth totem on the medicine wheel. Here we go. Your card today is the snow goose. Okay, now snow goose are most geese. If you see them in the wild, they're all pretty upfront. They like to engage and they like to protect their families. And they mate for life. So it is literally their families. It's their kids and their mate. And they kind of will lash out and kind of make sure everybody around them knows that they're protected. And this is kind of what's coming through for you. Usually the snow goose is about travel. The snow goose is about raising our young, and then when they reach the age they need to, just tossing them out in the world and say, there you go at it. And that is kind of that's actually my personality pretty much. My daughter, she turned 18, see you go to school or get a job, but whatever you do, you're on your own. They can always come back home and you'll always support them, but we've taught them well throughout their life to be strong individuals and be also powerful but caring individuals. And what I'm seeing with you right now is like head of the family. It's almost like you've got all these people that are in your sacred circle that are important to you, or can be family, can be friends, it can be situation, it can be an entire family. But what I'm being shown for you is the fact that you're protecting. You're the protector. It's like you stand in front for everybody, and everybody behind you in that sacred circle of yours, you will protect. And I'm being told that while you're doing this, you also have to remember to take care of yourself as well. Because you're kind of a leader, the matriarch of the family type of a thing, family and friends, but you often put yourself last. And these are real trying times that we're walking into, not just where I live, but really globally. I actually put the news on today for an hour, and it's kind of horrific. I kind of got caught up with everything that's going on around the world. And it is, I don't care where you are, there's just some really radically hostile situations going on everywhere. So with that said, they're wanting you to make sure that you don't deplete your own energy, because you have taught the young well. You have kept the people behind you and safe. But you got to remember also that they do that with each other. So if you need to take a break, you would step back and a family member would step forward, because that's how you kind of rule your world, so to speak. Okay, that's how you formed your sacred circle. And they're saying that's all well and good, but you do need to take time and step back for others to be able to step forward and experience what that is to be that leader, that matriarchal or patriarchal person that's taking care of that circle as well. But while you do that, you have to also feed your soul and rest and do something just for yourself before stepping back into that position again. Okay, so that's a card I have for you today, Carol, and I hope it resonates for you. And just remember, they see and they appreciate everything that you do, but it's like you need to start doing a little more for yourself. Okay, so that's your card and what they're giving me today, and I hope that that resonates. But thanks for coming and spending time with the GD family here. It's always welcome, especially when I get to see new people. That's awesome. Hi, Cara. How are you? Okay, gonna go down the line because it's bumping everywhere. Yeah, I'll give you a card. Hang on. Hang on. Yep, the Day of the Dead. It's yeah, that's a wonderful way to celebrate. And I kind of really like that. I think that was Sarah. Yeah, All Saints Day today, and tomorrow is Day of the Dead. I really like how other cultures show other cultures how they celebrate the life. And I want to say it's in the Asian communities as well, where they actually bring gifts to the grave sites of their ancestors and kind of celebrate like by having a party by the grave sites. I think it's kind of cool that you have respect for people and you celebrate their life and the imprint that they put on us. Yeah. All right. So Margaret, let me see what I can get for you today. Is that a psychedelic card I see for your square, your picture? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. All right, actually, I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is also the sign this month for the zodiac is Scorpion. And I don't know what she's doing on the back of that bed, but she's a little crazy. But she's 19, so I guess she can do what she wants. Anyway, here you go. I've got the Scorpion for you. And scorpions aren't all bad, and usually when they come up for me, there's a reason. For you, it's kind of about Yep. Okay, so for you, it's kind of about more that you're taking the position of the Scorpion. So you're kind of clearing a path and making sure things around you know you're there and you're aware of things that are going on and you're aware of the people that are around you, or you're aware that things aren't really what they say they are. And this is why the Scorpion's kind of standing, and it's not lashing out at anybody, but it's kind of showing its place of power, like, screw with me and I'll catch you, you know? So this is kind of about you standing up for yourself more than anything, because I keep seeing this, it's like right up to the top of the boundary, right? Because we all set boundaries out, and it's sitting there and it's like, yep, don't come near me, don't sit near me, don't engage me, I don't like you, I don't want you here. And this can be an event or even an energy that you sense. Just make sure that you're kind of zapping the right people and things, okay? But this is all about protection of self, and whatever's going on with you right now, they're saying, it's good. It's good that you're standing up for yourself, and it's good that you're kind of marking your territory by saying, "Hey, don't screw with me." Okay, so that's your card today, and that I've never really, I don't believe anyway, that I've ever seen one like that for you, Margaret. But there must be something big going on, because they're telling you, "Yep, Mama Margaret's got this. She's got this," and she just needs to be reminded that sometimes we don't always have to be laid back in the way we engage with people. Sometimes we need to let them know that we're not a pushover, or we're not a rug to be walked on. And this is kind of why that's going out like that. So I love you, and thank you again for coming in today. And again, that's your card today. It is the Scorpion. Interesting things. Interesting things. Interesting things. Yeah, Mango was a real trip today, Sarah. Oh, I just lost everybody. Hang on. Sarah, Mango was he was, I put the Dixie Chicks on the radio today, and he was just a bipping all about. He was a happy boy today. He was out a good part of the morning and kept coming over by me and wanting to play, and I haven't really done a lot of playing with him because he's been kind of off and a little reserved. But with that said, he's a good boy. He's a very, very good boy. All righty, let's see what I've got for you today, James. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Okay, so today for you, I got the coyote, the desert wolf. Okay. Oop, can't see it. There you go. The desert wolf. A lot of sun still outside. Okay. So the desert wolf. Okay. Well, there you go. I think this is going to be the theme today, like there is every week. The trickster is represented by the coyote. That's interesting that the word devil just came out. It's also Kokopelli within some of the Native American tribes. It's Pan in Greek Lord. It's someone that can kind of camouflage itself and sneak in and kind of get people to believe in it, and then they might turn around and do something totally different. Okay, but for you right now, it's almost about that camouflage, that ability to go unseen during a situation. It's almost like camouflage, like you're wearing camo outfit, like a camouflage. And you don't want people to see you there because you just kind of want to know what's going on. And based on that, whatever you find out, you will be able to choose which route you take or which decision you make about whatever this is. But they're being very clear that you need to kind of walk softly. So you need to be able to watch, listen, and feel out this particular situation, whatever it is. But you don't want to kind of let them see you, because you kind of want to watch them so that you really want to know if you want to get involved with whatever this is. And there's more than one thing that kind of feeds into whatever this is. And I'm really not sure what it is, but it seems like it's a kind of a event or something you'll socially do, or a group that you're thinking about getting involved with because they do certain things. But I'm being told very strongly you need to camouflage, not put out there, yeah, I want to do this, blah, 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 but actually kind of look at all aspects of what this is, like they're spinning a ball, right? Like a globe, so that you can see all angles, and it's rotating because there's no angles on a round sphere, right? And they're just turning it so you can see from every side what's going on. Then when you're done, kind of take that information, sort through it, and see if it really is the right fit for you. Just because sometimes we think we want to jump in, like, hey, that's what I want to do. Oh, yeah, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it. Then when you get to be in a part of it, it isn't quite what we thought it was going to be, or it isn't quite the outcome that we thought it would be. So I'm being told to tell you, be very, very careful. Camouflage. Like I said, coyotes are notorious for it. They hide and then they howl to each other in the pack, but they're all distance to communicate with each other. So this is about you figuring out whether this is something you want to do for sure, but to check it all out before you kind of put it out there that, yeah, I'm going to be part of this, okay? Because it might not be what you think it is, okay? So, James, that is your card today, and it is the Desert Wolf or the Coyote, okay? Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. Hello, Jessica. How are you? I am going to do a read for you. Going to use a read for you. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Jessica. I do all my pots and stuff are working through spirit. So sometimes I even look back at some of the things I've made in the past. I don't even remember making them, but I'm very proud of these. These turned out way better than I thought they would, and it's just so much energy in them. It's crazy. All right, Jessica, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, well, see the pattern. Here you go. Your card today is the Spider. Okay, so Spider brings in a number of things, and this is about how you put things together for yourself. How you weave your life story, your life path, and know, everybody here listening should know, we are all only in charge of ourselves and the path we walk. We can't blame it on others. We can't say that it was caused by others, because we're the ones that are choosing the direction it's going to take and listening and learning, and we walk our path. Okay, so this is all about you and the confidence, they're saying, of what you want to do. And it's like, kind of like, I'm looking at it and they're saying, but she's not really sure she should do. So what they're saying, as I see this spider continuously weaving the web, and it's strengthening some spots that may have frayed a little bit around the edges, but that's okay, because we're all perfect in our being imperfect, because everybody has a different definition for being perfect. And I'm being told to tell you, you're perfect just the way you are. We're all imperfect. And that's how the world works, because if we didn't have people and we had imperfections, or we had things we couldn't do that we needed to learn how to do, nothing would be kind of cohesive. And yet life is very cohesive and very connected. So what I'm being told is you have to step into your own power and trust it. Trust it, 100% trust it. And remember, even if you stumble, that's still okay, because you're learning something. That doesn't mean you fail when we stumble. I could tell you a million stories about the things that didn't work out for me, but at least I tried to see if it would work, right? And this is what they're pushing to you. It's like, if these are things that you want to do, or people that you want to connect with, do it. Step into it. But when you do, have the confidence as an individual that you're awesome the way you are, and you have a lot to bring to the table for anybody. Okay, so you're a blessing, and this is what they keep wanting to tell you. Just keep weaving your web, your life, the life journey, the way it's intended to be for you. I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Nobody else around you is going to tell. Well, they could tell you, but that doesn't mean you have to do it that way, right? So trust in yourself and continue to weave the path that you want to walk on, the path that you want to learn on, the path that you want to teach from. Because yes, the same time we're all students, we're also all teachers, because everybody has a different story. Okay, and everything, whether it was failure or whether it was a great accomplishment, is part of who we are. Okay, and we can allow that to be seen by other people. It shouldn't be a vulnerability, because we make it through. Okay, and we attained that lesson and we understood it. We may not like the outcome sometimes, but you understand it in a way that you won't do that again, or you will do that again, or whatever, how it affects each of us. Okay, so you're very important, and you're a very important part of the great puzzle of life. So step into it and own it. And this is your card. It was the spider. And thanks for joining here and sharing your energy with all of us. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope it resonated with you, and you have a great day. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Jessica. Hi. You're a member, Chloe. What does that mean? I'm a member. I don't understand. Doesn't make. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate it very much. You can thank the divine energy. Good. Okay, now it's jumping all over, so bear with me, guys. It's like all over the place. Hang on. Okay. I will definitely. Yeah, well, sometimes, we all have, this is like, I just kind of laugh. I belong to a solitaire group online. And sometimes, just to wind down, I'll get on it, and we have teams, and they have a little chat. And sometimes, we just have to not do things or do different things, and we all connect, and everybody's all apologetic, and I'm like, you know what? It's okay. You have life things to go. It's only a game. Just like you have life things to go, and we're all still around. We're all doing different things, and that's okay too. And that's kind of how would you put it? An amazing thing as well. And today, actually, I'd like to say happy birthday to a brother on social media. He's not my blood brother, but he is. I've known him for years, and his name's Ken Rock, and it's his birthday today. And I actually thought about this morning, and I thought how grateful I am for being able to have met all of you people that come here or join us on social media, wherever it is, or in group or whatever. What a blessing, right? What a blessing. Because if we didn't have it, yeah, and there's a lot of negatives about it, but if we didn't have that, we wouldn't be able to talk with each other or comment or have chats with each other. And I just think that that's kind of a phenomenal thing. And I appreciate it, because it's a huge gift, whether people realize it or not. All right, so Angelia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so today for you, my dear, I have the medicine bag is your card today. Okay, so the medicine bag refers to, and it is actually a thing within my culture, and actually that is my medicine pouch. I have it sitting right here. It's everything that we kind of hold dear, and things that bring us to step into our power. We call it a medicine bag because it is about our spiritual medicine, not like medicine you take out of a pill bottle or anything like that. You can put anything in it you want. I've carried mine. I've had 3 over the years. I haven't made a new one in a long time, but I have everything in it, have had everything in there, from stones and crystals to written word from people that I have worked with or I've known, or tobacco, or anything. It can be anything that you put in there, that maybe something somebody gave to you, a trinket. I carried a small vial of holy water in mine for a long time, especially when I worked with the kids at Children's Hospital. So this is all stuff that empowers us. It's all part of it represents all of what we have, or as the person that we are. So this is kind of what's coming through, is kind of like you need to kind of renew that. And you never let other people see what's in your pouch, the medicine bag, because it's yours. It's sacred to you. And it's time, they're telling me, that you need to kind of shake it up a little bit. And by that, we take out things that, even though they meant something to us enough to make us put it in there, or in our circle, or sacred circles, it's okay to put it on the outside for now, because it's not serving its same purpose. It doesn't mean we forget it. Doesn't mean that we love it any less, but it has to open up, for new things to come in, new people to come in, new situations, new opportunities, and kind of renew the power of yourself. Okay. Sometimes it takes a reminder of that, and it's kind of like refreshing, because it just brings about a new energy for you. And this is all about that. It's about kind of cleaning out that proverbial medicine bag. It's about, adding different things to it, or making room for new things. But it's like needs to be done, because it hasn't been done in a while. And you just have to understand that by removing things, again, it doesn't mean you're disregarding whatever that is that meant to your life and still does. It just means you have to put new in, because you're not at that place when you first put that in now. You've grown, you've become more, right? So this is what I'm being told for you, is you need to work on that spiritual path a little bit and change things out, okay? And look at you, who you are at your very core, your very power source, okay? So that is your card today, and it is the medicine bag. And I hope that you understand it, and I hope you kind of it resonates with you. And thanks again for stopping in today. I always appreciate seeing people here and helping you if I can. Okay. All right. Let's see. Leanne Jane Hobbs. Thank you. Thank you. That's really funny that you say that, because before I came on today, I was like, in my head, I was like, you need to put on a different shirt. So I was going through it, and believe me, I have been cleaning out my real closets, because I haven't been able to do that in a number of years, and I'm just starting to feel better. So this is one of them I had washed and folded up that I actually forgot about, because it's not a color that I always wear. And I actually went and grabbed a different color, and I heard in my head, no, put the blue one on. So thank you. I appreciate that. That you never know when Spirit's gonna throw something at your feet. I swear. So funny. I love it. All right. Let's see what I got for you today, Leanne. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Again, I was teasing a friend of mine, actually raises these, and I was teasing her over the weekend. Your card today is the cow. Okay. Now, again, I love cows. really super attentive to people. And actually, that was a picture of one that got sent to me on Facebook or Instagram, I don't remember, of my friend, and she has cattle on her farm, and the babies are here, and the babies, there's some of them that are really attached to their human caretakers, and they come up, and I had told her, I said, yeah, I miss that, because they come up and they got snot, or their face is all wet from eating or whatever, and they kind of rub all over you, but they love their caretakers, and it's just amazing to watch. So for you, this is all about, okay, yep. Okay, so this is all about kind of things that you do that are so appreciated by the people that you do them for, but you don't really kind of take that seriously, like the thank yous, or, oh wow, this was so great, you helped us. It's like, because your ego, it's not about your ego, you're very, very humble, but you're also very, very caring about the people that are around you. And it doesn't matter if it's a complete stranger. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen these people in a long, long time. The caring that you put out to them, and the kind of empathetic and compassionate things that you put out to these people, you really don't even know how much that resonates with them. You know, sometimes just smiling at somebody you don't know and saying hello, have a good day, it makes an impact. And this is what Spirit's telling me to tell you. You make such a positive impact on so many people. And again, I really do believe that's why they were showing me this again, about this cow that just came, a young cow that came up to my friends, and it just put their head on her, and it was just like, give me a hug, right? And it's because of that empathy and that compassion that you're being very commended for today. Don't think that that's gone unnoticed. And even though you're very humble with the response, they want you to know you are making a difference in many, many people's lives. And it's a positive difference. Just make sure sometimes that you allow others to give back to you. Okay, because that's like, you know, it's a lesson I learned over and over, you know, because we like to help or assist other people like to do the same, and they feel good about it. So that balance has to be there. But they really want you to know that they recognize the beautiful soul that you are. And you're loved by many more people than you even think. And you probably imprinted on even more people that you didn't even know you imprinted on in a positive way. So I thank you, and Spirit thanks you for being that person. All right. So your card today was the cow. And you know, sometimes it's all about the story, and that's how they bring me and connect me to people, is that story, to be able to connect and share what they want you to know. Okay, so thanks for stopping, Leanne Jane. I appreciate it very, very much. Okay, I'm going to go down here a ways because, yeah, okay, all right. Yes, hi, Brito. I would love to give you a message. Yep, and that's another thing. Oh, that's been really exciting, actually. Phoenix has been, you know, I'm old. I love, I used to be part of acting community in college and in high school, and I used to help build sets and do makeup. I love theater. And one of the longest running plays all around the world has been Phantom of the Opera. And I saw the first people that ever performed it, and it's always been a very favorite of mine. So what I do is I put the album on, and I leave it play in the bird where the birds are when I'm in the other part of the house all day. So it repeats and repeats. And now Phoenix is beginning to whistle and hum the songs. I just find that so fascinating, and I just love it. I'll be in the other room, and all of a sudden I'll hear him doing some like crazy operatic sounds, and it's really fun. Okay, Brito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and I just laughing because he was just starting to whistle again. Sorry, I'll stay on track here, I swear. All right, so today your card is the clownfish, and it's also there symbiotically with the anemone that's behind it. Now, the anemones are very poisonous. Like if we were to touch them, we would have a reaction to it, as other fish and aquatic life do. They go in there, and that's how these anemones eat. That's how they electrocute them, poison them, and they pull them in. But the clownfish, that's not true. For the clownfish, they're buddies. Okay, so this is about you and okay, this is interesting. It's about a departure of a relationship. Almost like something you felt very at home with and very comfortable with. Suddenly, there's like this split. Now, I don't know if it's been a split with what kind of relationship. I'm not sure if it's like a event or a work, or it's people, family, friends, or what. I'm not really sure, but it's actually a big divide. It's like a separation, and that's what they're going. It's like the anemone is kind of spitting out the clownfish, not hurting it or harming it, but just like, not me today, go find your own anemone, another one, right? And again, this goes back to how we perceive things, kind of like what I started talking about at the beginning of the show, the question I got, when will I meet, or, can't they come back, or whatever. This is about learning from the past so that you can take those lessons and move forward in more positive ways for you, and that you won't forget the lessons that you were taught and you learned. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. People always think, when things change, I hate change. I hate change. I hate change, they say. But what we do from the moment we're conceived is we change. Every moment of every day, some way or another, our bodies, our minds, everything, our spiritual is changing. So this is all about the divide, but it's also about the changes that are occurring with you. Kind of the way you view things a little bit differently than others do. And that's okay. And I'm also being told, don't be scared, because like the symbiotic relationship between the anemone and the clownfish, you will find that home again, that comfortable feeling again with whatever the situation is, whether it's with people or family or friends, or it's like something social or work, but you'll feel that again. So don't be scared of that, and don't be scared to move forward, because change is inevitable. We cannot walk away from change, because we change every moment, every day. Okay, so that is your card today, Brito, and yeah, that's a good card, and it's a good way to think too, right? You've got this, whatever it is, you're good. Okay. All right, now I gotta put my glass. Thank you for joining us here today again, and like I said, I do hope it resonates. Now I gotta put my glasses back on, because I gotta get new glasses, I think, because I can't see with these half the time either. Okay, going down a little bit. Hang on. Oh, I wish you were like close to me. I'd come to your party next week. Sure, I can give you a card, Sarah. Hang on. Hi, Pamela Crawford. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Prash. How are you, Prash? I hope you're well. All right, let's see what I can get you for you today. Are you humming again? You're whistling? Yep, I hear you over there. Whistling Phantom of the Opera again. Yay! Yay! At least he's not cussing. Yep, big deal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And this is something I have to laugh at too, because you know somebody had him for 6 years, right? He belches. This is why I know there had to be a teenage boy in the house, because all of a sudden he'll pretend to belch, and it's like holy crow. But he laughs then too. All right, Sarah, your card today is the Winged Ones. Okay, and actually, I know this card, this is the way I silk screened it, but this was actually an eagle that was out in front of my home. And the Winged Ones, and this is why it relates to the divine. The Winged Ones are always said to be able to get closest to God creators. So the Winged Ones come in and they're surrounding you with that divine energy, because there's, like, what I'm being told is there's something that you're starting to do, like you're at the beginning of whatever this is, and it's like you feel like you need a push to be able to complete it, to make sure that it's the right thing that you want to do or how you want to do it. And they're just saying no, that all these divine energies, and this isn't just the spirit land, this is like the divine energy. And you know, it can be, I guess, what some people would define as angels or saints. Maybe that's why too, because it is on All Saints Day today. But it's about that connection you have with them, and it's very strong. And just remember, they're always with you and around you, supporting. So as you move forward with things, it's almost like, I want to say, I gotta be careful how I word this. What they're showing me is it's almost like a protection around you. Not that things can't get to you, but it's like they protect you with the way you're walking and how you're moving forward on your path. And it's almost like they'll bring up like a sixth sense hit you, right? You'll get that flutter in your gut, or the hair will stand up on the back of your neck, or your arms will get goosebumps, right? So when that occurs, they want you to understand that they're around you and they're trying to assist you in the best way for you. Okay. Very blessed, very you've got a really good soul. And they actually show it to me, and I'm laughing because it's sparkly. Okay. And when I say sparkly, I have a friend that used to drive me insane, because every time they were around, they put it in birthday cards, Christmas cards, envelopes, or on something that I'd pick up, and it was all glitter, right? But it sparkled, and that's what she used to call it, was it's all sparkly. And I'm like, yeah, all sparkly all over my clothes for the next 2 months, right? But this is the way they're showing you. Your soul energy is all like sparkly. And that's because you're such a good person, both inside and out. Your intentions, your intent with your life is all good. So keep on that path and know that you are surrounded by the Winged Ones, the divine energy. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the Winged Ones. Thanks for coming on, Sarah. I appreciate you. All right, so now I'm going to cruise down this list again. Thank you, Dan, for the super sticker or whatever. What's his name? Sean and Sean and Bex. They'll make sure you're on the wheel or whatever they're doing with it. He's still whistling Phantom of the Opera, right? Okay, so I'm going to go down a little bit more here. I'm hoping this doesn't pop up. Hang on, guys. Hang on, guys. Christina. since my boy just yelled, and I know I'm sure down the road you probably, at least I hope you did, but I appreciate you and that you share. See, and he's whistling Phantom of the Opera, and the song he's actually whistling right now is the one that goes, Christine, Christine. So, yeah, so then I see your name, and even though it's Christina, I will choose it. All right, up that one. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, nice. Watching something about them yesterday. Okay, so your card today is the Orca. Okay, these whales, and whales in general, are very smart. They're very, very intelligent. And actually, okay, now he's coughing like I do. They're actually guardians of the planet. They're guardians of the oceans and seas. And I don't like when people use the word, as they did in the past, most of the time, killer whales, because that's not what they are. They're guardians, and they actually will take care of other whales. They take care of a lot of things. They protect things. They're not big like the blue whale, but they fight for what is important to their pod. Okay, they travel in pods, and they take care and protect them. So what's coming through for you right now? Okay, so there's like, they're also known to be like the keepers of knowledge, okay? And the reason I say that, it's almost like what's around you as a guardian because of something. I don't want to say it's a secret, but it's something that's not known by everybody that's around you. So these are acting literally as guardians around you in the spirit form. And it's like you need to move forward through this stuff, but it's not for everybody. The information or the knowledge that you're holding or keeping within is not something that you necessarily want to share with everybody. But that's okay. And the reason these are showing up is because they honor that in the spirit world. And it's, like I said, they're guardians right now for you. If and when you choose to put it out there, that's up to you. But know that they stand by you, whatever your decision is. This is interesting. And as I said, there are maybe a few that know what that is, but they still don't really know the depth of it. No pun intended, as I'm watching the whales dive right now. They really don't know the depth of things. You do. And it's something that you hold personal and close vested. And they want you to know it's okay. You don't have to share it. You don't have to put it out there. You don't need to feel bad about it. You don't need to feel harsh about it with yourself. Just know that you're being watched over, and that right now, almost like as a totem, like with mine, the bear is obviously always there, but I have others as well. And they stand with us to be able to allow us to tap into the energy that they have and they are, to be able to move better and balance better. And this is something I feel that maybe you've been holding on to for quite a long time. And they're saying it's okay, but don't let it define you. It'll always be a part of you, but don't let it define you. And it's okay. So I don't know if this resonates with you or not, but this is what's strongly coming through for you. So just know you're protected as well by spirit and by the great guardians of our world, the Orca. Okay. Thanks a lot for coming on today, Christina. I appreciate you. Okay, I got to put my eyes back on. I swear, I got to get new eyes. Okay. Let me see. Oh, this thing's like jumping all over the place. Okay, here you go. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, and I'm going to tell you guys. Okay, so you see this where it says, can I have a card? Well, meant card. This shows up as a blank, so I don't know who that is. You just have to allow StreamYard to, like, it'll come in when you go on to the video, and just say yes. They don't take information or anything. It's just so that you can get in and be noticed who you are on anything upcoming with us. Okay, so that's what that is. I wish I knew who you were. You're very well. Okay, let me see. Oh, wait a minute here. Oop. It's popping. Hang on, guys. It's hopping all over. Okay, so I'm going to put this. I don't know who this is. I wish I did. But what I would like to ask right now is everybody that's watching this now or in the near future, I would ask that we put prayer out for this woman who has a blood clot. And I'm going to do a quick prayer right here, right now. I'm sorry, I don't know who you are. Otherwise, I would address it with a name. Okay, I call to the ancestors of the north, the south, the east, the west, above, below, and within. I call to the sacred winds to carry my words to the winged ones, the four-leggeds, the plant people, the crystal keepers, the angelic realm, to Mother Mary, to my brother Christ, and to all the spirit family that has walked with us or before us and is now in the spirit lands. I ask for infinite amounts of healing energy be brought to this woman and her husband so that they may utilize them in the days ahead as they see fit. I ask that Creator God brings around his healing grace to wrap them in and balance them in the days ahead. I ask this of all of you, and I thank you. Aho. So that's not something that's card related. That's related with faith. That's related with prayer. That's related with intent. So for the highest good, this is what I can offer for you. Okay? Woo! Let's see here. All righty. Louise. Hello, Louise O'Connor. I will pull a card for you. I will. Okay. So, yeah, prayer is always needed with things, and I can tell you prayers that we put up, many more have been answered than have not. Okay, Louise O'Connor, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, I can't say I don't like this card. This card today I have for you right now is the bear. Okay. Well, if you were this bear, you might be a little grumbly, but I'm not grumbly right now, so we'll go with that. Okay, so the bear represents the West. The West represents, excuse me, that was Mulan. The West represents the endings, closure. It represents the things that we need to tie up so that once that's done, it moves itself right into new things, new openings, new positives, new things coming into our lives. So the bear is like, don't go into hibernation. And this is not a polar bear. This is a grizzly bear. And it's like, don't go into hibernation before you finish what you brought forward with yourself. It could be old baggage of things that have happened to you in the past that you're still holding resentment for, or sorrow or grief, whatever, okay? Or you just like have them coming forward because you feel guilty and you don't know what to do with it. You need to know that it's all good. Cut it all loose, sever it off. Doesn't mean you'll forget it. Doesn't mean if it's people, you'll love them less. It just means you need to make room for the new things that want to come in, but can't because you're dragging this big bundle with you forward. We all do it. I've done it. Sometimes it's not easy to let it go. Because of what I do And the age I'm at now, I've done all that and I've learned that lesson. And again, I don't let all that old stuff define who I am, but it does kind of become part of you, and it evolves you in a positive way if you learn to deal with it in a powerful way. And when they say don't hibernate, it means the winter is coming, and before the new year hits, you want to have rid of all this stuff. Get rid of it with no guilt. Again, doesn't mean you're being mean. It doesn't mean you're not being what's the word? It doesn't mean you're not being accepting of the things that did happen or who they were with. It just means, you know what? I'm done with this. I don't need to carry this forward with anymore. It hurts my soul. Okay, so let that go, clear it all out so that when you get into the winter, you got room to make new things happen, to put new manifestations of things that you want, new goals out there. Your page will be clean to start into whatever it is you need to or want to start into. So that is what the bear brings to the table for you today. And I hope that resonates, and I hope you're able to do it. I know sometimes a lot of us, included with that was myself, I used to, it's like you just kind of drag it and you remember it and it comes and comes and comes all the time. It's doing the same thing, right? But once you let go of it, it's like, wow, why didn't I do that before? Okay, so that's what this bear, and this bear is telling you to do. Okay, so y'all have a great day, and thanks for popping in. Oh, look at my bird drop. No, my cat dropped water on that. Okay, so thanks a lot, Louise, for coming in and sharing your energy here today. Okay. You know what, though? That's not actually bad, Margaret. I'm not going to tell you why. It's like that everywhere, and it really is because it's the pandemic. And if you have a new doctor you're supposed to be seeing, that can be up to 6 months before you can get an appointment. It's just the way things are right now, and it's not like it used to be. And actually, when they call us and we have to wait a little while, they actually pay a little more attention to us. So I feel pretty good about that. And I think she's going to jump down again. Oh, maybe not. You want to get down? Come on. Oh, come here so everybody can see you. There she is. She's the 20-year-old little brat. Mwah. Yeah, okay. Go on. Over there. Yeah, whatever. She is the queen of the castle, or so she thinks. Yeah, now she's mad because I took her down. Oh, well. So anyway, that's what I was saying, Margaret. And it's the same here, absolutely here. Hello, Sally Ann Jones. How are you? Nice to meet you, and thank you for being here. All right, let's get these cards placed up again and shuffled. And all right, there we go. All right, let's see what I can get for you today. Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I just put something out about these guys today, actually. Your card today is the dragonfly. And the reason I put an article out about them today was because I had a dragonfly sitting on my window for about 2 hours. And the weather change, I was really surprised because it's pretty cold here at night now. It gets down to 28 over the weekend. And usually you don't see them because they're gone. But it stayed there that whole entire time. Dragonfly is a messenger. It's the messenger for the Spiritlands to come and connect with us in human form. They share that connection with us very lovingly and with purpose. So for you today, what I'm seeing is it's almost as if Okay, so what they're showing me is sometimes you get things coincidentally that happen or you see, like a dragonfly. Okay, and I know when they show up for me and they stay, I know what that means. I know what that message is. Now, it's not that it's dragonflies necessarily for you, but there are things that happen and you kind of just like brush them aside that they're a coincidence. But they do remind you of somebody in the spirit lands. And this is what I'm being told to share with you so that you know that these occurrences are not coincidence. And I want to say, oh, I hate when they pull me in this on these streams. I want to say it's a male that's connecting with you from the other side. And it's like he keeps trying, he keeps trying, he keeps trying, but he's trying in different ways because it's almost like he's like, oh gosh, that didn't work. Darn it, that didn't work. Darn it. Okay, I'll try this. And he tries that, and then you kind of discard it or push it away. But this is from someone that you would like to connect with, or you have wanted to connect with, but then have reached a point with yourself that, oh, it's not real, it's not going to happen, I can't connect, why can't I connect? And then you just kind of brush it off. This man bringing this card as a messenger for you is all about you knowing how and when to open up to the spirit world. It's not like it's on TV. It's not angry things. It's usually gentle people or people that were in our family and friend group that want you to know they're good and how much they love you. And he's saying, yes, 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 how much they support you, and they're still watching over you. He's really excited. That I saw him. He just wants you to think about it and not to deter it, not to push it away, because it's not anything bad. It's almost like you get a sixth sense or an empathic sense that this is around, he's around, but you're kind of not following it. It's almost like you're distracting yourself with other things too, so that you can't hear it clearly or sense it clearly. So just kind of be open to that. They'll usually come in as well, if you allow it, to come into dream time to connect with you. And sometimes that's a really easier way for us to connect. So I wouldn't be surprised if you put that out there as a way to connect. He would come through this way. He's very strongly connected with you. And he just wants to bring you love and know that he's good on the other side and watching over you. Okay, Sally Ann, I hope that resonates for you. That's the card, and it is the dragonfly. That's powerful message, and that's stuff that a lot of us don't think about sometimes, and it actually does happen. Okay, what's this here? There you go. Thanks for letting me know, Carol. And I hope that kind of reassures you as well that they know that and they are appreciative of that. Just make sure you don't burn yourself out, and they're right around you. Right around you. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Sarah. That's awesome. Okay, let's see here. Oh, going down. It just popped again. Hang on, guys. It's hopping all over for me. Oh. Vic, how are you, Vic? I didn't see you up there. Hi, Kay. Yeah, it's jumping all over today. Yeah, Kay, I'll get you a card. No problem. Let's see what I got for Miss Kay today. Alrighty, one more time. Let's say we'll do this. Alright, I need a new deck. I need to keep my cards away from my birds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, you got. Woo! Your card today is the Earth. Okay. Now, the Earth is bringing in for you about grounding and about things you already know. Sorry, I got a drink because I can't talk otherwise. And what this is kind of bringing in about you for you right now is it's kind of all encompassing. So in other words, it's not just Earth, it's about your whole world and the changes. And as I'm seeing the Earth right now, it's changing into a new season, right? Even around the country, all around the world, it's still changing. It might not be the same as what I'm having on this side of the world as somebody on the opposite side of the world, but it's that season. We're all going into that seasonal change. And this is what it's showing me. Your world is being changed. There's positives coming into it. You're still remaining grounded. You're finding yourself again, and you're even, what's the word? It's like you're even like more powerful by standing in your own power. You're finding and reconnecting with that power. And when I see it, it's like a tree with the roots that go into the ground. So when I'm looking at you in my mind's eye and I'm picturing you, I see your energy and it's going down and into the earth to strengthen you at your core of who you are and who you are meant to be. And it will continue to grow and change through the seasons, okay? And by through the seasons, that means like through your lifetime. And it's very positive and it's very affirming, because to see that root go into the ground and roots spread, right? So things that are in your sacred circle or people that are in your sacred circle are also going to benefit from those seasonal changes, okay? So that is your card today, and that is Earth. Okie dokie, Kanokis. Let's see here. Woo! Oh, you're very welcome for whoever said this. I'm sorry I don't know your name, but thank you. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday is it? Wait, whose birthday is it? Am I missing whose birthday this is? Ah, yeah, you know, I don't know about the numbers. I have a friend that teaches me. Well, good. I'm glad you got something of it. I've got a friend that tells me, oh, yeah, you're in your fifth life or your fifth cycle or whatever. I don't understand all that. I just don't. Sure, Gloria, let me see if I can get you a card. Okay, let's see what I can pull for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, it's twice this came up. Okay, today for you, and I had this card earlier for somebody. This is the medicine bag, right? Okay, this is about your spiritual. And it's about your spiritual side balancing with your mind and your body. And it's like you need to put a little more work into your personal medicine bag, right? And like I said, a medicine bag doesn't mean you're taking medication or anything like that, okay? It means how you are with yourself and your growth. And they want you to empower your spiritual in order to balance mind and body. And it's almost like it's, oh, let's see, how can I put this? They're kind of like your mind, your body, and your spiritual. Or your spiritual would be your soul's energy, is kind of fighting with each other. Like one day, you know, it's the mind pulling you one way. Then another day, it's the body pulling you a different way. And then the other one is your spiritual. And it's also this 3, right? The sacred 3. I consider myself a recovering Catholic, but I am a spiritual person, and the Holy Trinity is what's coming through for you right now. It's the three, and you need to balance them. And they keep saying it's the three. She needs to balance them. So, not allowing one to have power over the other, you have to bring them together so that you can, the word they're using is so you can heal. I also feel that, okay, so I will ask that Creator God's grace, healing grace, comes and wraps around you and assists you with this balance. Because I feel like it's a struggle. And that's not, I'm not like judging or anything, but it's like I feel like it's almost a struggle. And it's a struggle for the balance between. You have to find a way to come to the center where your soul's energy is, to be able to allow yourself to heal. Okay. And I'm not sure if it was some kind of trauma or it's a physical issue, but you need to kind of, okay, well, here, and this is the example they're using, is that you need, I went through this, and I've had spinal issues since I was 17, 18. And in 2015, they were getting really bad. In middle of 2000, I think around 2004, I could not do a whole lot. By 2019, a dear friend of mine drove up 4 hours in a blizzard from downstate to come and pick me up off my floor. Took me to the hospital. I've had 2 spine surgeries. I went through COVID. I lost my partner and my brother within 2 months in 2020. So I've been on this healing journey, and it's not easy. It's not easy. And oftentimes, they want you to go down this dark hole of, yeah, I can't do this anymore. And we can't do that because we made a contract and we're here, good, bad, and different. And we have to learn how to cope, how to deal, how to make ourselves pull up out of that hole. And this is what I'm seeing for you. And by letting you know, many of us go through this. And it is attainable to be in a better space, a better headspace, a better spiritual place, a better physical place. But we also have to remember that through that all, we change. So I have to accept things that I can no longer do physically. And that's got to not affect the way I'm thinking, because if it does, then my spiritual goes down the drain again. Okay, so it's all encompassing. So whatever this is that's around you, know that you're loved, know that they're watching over you, know that Creator's healing grace is around you, and for whatever's going on, you're greatly loved, and you have so much ahead of you yet that's going to be positive and good and imprint on so many people. So I hope that resonates with you, and that's your card today, and it's the medicine bag. So thanks for showing up today, Gloria. I really, 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 really appreciate it. All righty. So oh, holy crow, I've been on here an hour and a half, guys. So I love all of you, and until next week, watch me for my blog posts. They're out every day. I try to, except on the weekends, but for now, thanks very much, and we'll see you another time.
Yeah. Cool, wasn't it? Bye, bear, Mom Bear.
Bye, Mama Bear.
See you later, bear, Mom Bear, Mom Bear.